Oh, welcome back to the channel. My name is Riri. For all that are new here or that who haven't been here, um, I'm an intuitive card reader, and I am just here to do a brief reading for y'all on this. What's today? Is today Saturday? Yeah, I believe so. On this Saturday. Um, oh my gosh. It's like when your body says rest and you rest. I've been really being intentional with getting my sleep together or my sleep habits together and start, and so I've started a sleep routine. So I have been intentional about when my body tells me to rest, I need to rest. And like earlier, I told myself, okay, I'm going to take me a nap and I'll wake up around 30. So I woke up, you know, my body woke itself up. I do my normal rigmarole, walk up, hit the button on my tablet. It's like 5:30. I say, well, I guess my body is like, yeah, no, we need longer than 3 o'clock, and I'm still tired. Excuse me. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so I'm gonna make this reading pretty quick. Again, thank you all for joining and for coming in to listen. Please like, share, subscribe. Um, you know, um, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for the next person. And yeah, with that said, I'm going to get started on this reading. Okay, so let me take the time to thank my guides, your guides, and our spirit teams for this communication. All right. Oh, we got the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Hmm. The Emperor. I love the Emperor card. I really do. I love the Emperor, period. Everything that is about from a esoteric perspective. I really, um, yeah, I love the energy of the Emperor. Okay. Hey, Spirit. I am here to read. Thank you, Spirit. I'm here to read for the collective. Uh-oh, card down. Page of Wands, but I won't take it. It wasn't flipped over. So I won't take it. Oh my gosh. I am like, oh, are y'all safe? Everybody that's out there dealing with this winter storm. I'm in Florida. So outside of us just having cold weather, we don't, I know some parts of Florida did get some snow. I did hear that. But yeah, I hope everybody's safe. No. Okay. Oh, I I love incense, right? So y'all see my little the they're incense holders, but I've been trying not to use incense, and so I've draped them with some protective stones. And they're so cute. I didn't want to get rid of them. Anything, anything else for the collective spirit? Anything else that is needed to be shared with the collective? Thank you, spirit. This is heavy. Um, yeah, very, very, very heavy. Divine feminine energy, which doesn't surprise me. You got the Empress card fell out first. Okay, the Empress is all about divine feminine. Um, Divine feminine, nurturing, fertility, just she's abundant. She's, pregnant with possibilities. Maybe actually pregnant. She's pregnant with creativity. She is, as I stated, the embodiment of divine feminine. So the divine feminine energy here, being the Empress showing up, this is letting you know that any type of anxiety or fear that may have been felt um, at one point, you're no longer feeling it. Um, she's ruled by Venus. You're no longer feeling it. You are enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay. Um, yeah. I'm just looking at this picture, and in this image, she is, she got her crown, she has her scepter, she's sitting on her throne. She's so unbothered. And I love that for you. She's followed by the Fool and then the Hangman, which to me says, you know, yes, you are in your moment of being unbothered, the Empress, and you've started this fresh new take, this fresh new beginning on a different perspective. And that different perspective being your self love, your self care comes first, period. You are putting yourself at the front, and it's not really mattering to you whether someone is accepting of that or not. You've decided that you're more important and your well-being is more important, and um, what you says go, and you are strictly enforcing those boundaries. I really do love this for my collective, because this lets me know that boundaries are in place. We're no longer laying back, being idle while things happen and change happens around us, that we are not necessarily content. Well, I hate to say content or happy, but the changes happen around us that, we don't want to just sit back and not say anything or let it be known this is our perspective, this is how we feel. Okay. And because you are looking at things from that new perspective, it's almost as though you're sacrificing your comfortability for a higher cause, if that makes sense. Um, because at the core of all of what's going on, especially today in our current climate, that the core of it is that things really do need to change at the illness. Like, it doesn't matter about the environment being sick. If no one's going to get to the actual core of that illness to correct the symptoms of being sick, it really is all for naught. And at this point, you're at a time in your life to where you're like, no, forget all of the surface level. Let's get to the core of what's going on. And that has caused, or may have caused, really, a lot of stronger spiritual development for you. But you're liberated, and in those thoughts, that new perspective, you're liberated. So whether someone understands you or it makes sense to them, that doesn't matter to you. It makes sense to you. That's all that's important. The This particular hand ends with the Seven of Cups, and we all know cups are our emotions. And again, interesting that your beginning card and your ending card are both ruled by Venus. So we're leading with love. You're leading with love. You do have endless choices and endless opportunities available to you, but don't get so caught up in the daydreaming and the wishful thinking, and searching for your purpose to the point to where don't get so caught up in that to where you are ignoring signs that are clearly being shown to you, um, that this is the way you may want to think about, going. This is the route. Okay, pull one more card. Can I have one more card, please, Spirit, for the no. Okay. Can I have one more card, please, Spirit, for the collective? Okay, so I'm told to pull this. Okay. Can I have one more card for the collective, please, Spirit? Can I have one more card for this collective reading? And it gave us several. I always say it because Spirit is not one or the other. So we got Ten of Pentacles, hmm the Lovers, Five of Swords, Justice, the Moon, Queen of Swords. So you're in your bag, that's for sure. You're in your bag. The Empress is all about abundance, right? So you're in your bag, and whether that bag is um money, like tangible money that you can put your hands on, or it's in a bag to where you're talking about, you're saving for your legacy or a later day. That's definitely heavy on your mind. Okay. um uh Strong foundation, as we stated with the Empress. She was on her throne. We got the king, um Queen of Swords, she's on her throne. Justice, he's on his throne. So yeah, I'm feeling is this energy, along with the other cards we pulled, is heavy on your legacy, on your family name, making sure that things are set up for those, to come after, generational wealth. That's what I'm trying to think of. And you're passionate about that particular avenue that you are going down to ensure that that generational wealth um, happens the way you initially desired for it to happen. So, again, justice is here. So the scales are evening out for you. Again, he's sitting on his throne. He got, concrete throne, not going nowhere. Queen of Swords, concrete throne, not going nowhere. The Empress, I believe her throne is concrete also. So we got justice here. Scales are evening out. You're very, very clear about your route, or not route. You're clear about the journey to get there, and you're very independent in that journey, but it's not bothering you at all because it's for your um, generational wealth. You're not bothered by it all. Communication, um, clear boundaries, like it's all there. Yeah, you're walking away. It's Five of Swords here, but you see, he's walking away with two. He has three on the ground, but he's walking away with two. So this is like, yeah, I told you so. I know, y'all may not have seen the vision or understood it, but I told you that it was going to happen like this. Okay? This is something that you've thought long and hard about. Maybe you never shared it with anybody, which I'm the type of person, like, I move in silence. I don't share things that go on with me because people will, um, whether intentionally or unintentionally, send evil eye, or negative vibes and negativity, however you resonate, they'll send it your way. Okay, their fear, their anxiety, their delusion, they'll send it your way. So I'm very quiet. I mum's the word on plans or anything that I may have. So we got your reading is ending with the moon card. So this is something that you thought long and hard about for a long time. Um, Maybe something that you dream about, you know, especially at night. You think about it, but you haven't been sharing it with anybody. Don't don't share with anybody. My family, I am estranged from my family for the most part, and they all used to like to say that, like, she's so quiet, she doesn't share anything. How is anybody supposed to help you without knowing? Easy, because if I say this is what I need help with, this is how I need help, either it's yes or no. It shouldn't be conditional. It shouldn't be, well, yes, I'll help you, but you have to tell me everything that's going on with you. mm, yeah, no, that's not, I'm not comfortable with that. You know, it makes me think about not letting people in on not only your plans. Sometimes we don't even let people know about fears that we have, for fear that we're going to be judged, because that is a fear of ours. I think back to, now with me, with my channel and stepping out of my comfort zone and utilizing one of my spiritual gifts when I was younger, much, much, much younger. I want to say maybe I was in the fourth or fifth grade. Anyhow, my school that I attended was having a talent show. And even then, at that age, I was extremely talented. So, long story short, I remember signing up for the talent show, and I remember when they asked me, what I was going to do. I said, I'm going to sing. What are you going to sing? I'm going to sing Whitney Houston's The Greatest Love of All. And I remember the teacher that had the sign up sheet for the talent show turned around and looked at me and was like, what? That's such a strong song for such a little girl, Um, you have to have really powerful lungs. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Nothing in me at all was saying, don't do this. You're not strong enough, because I knew within my heart of hearts that I was strong enough to sing that song and I was going to blow it out the water park. So I tell her, so she's like, okay, well, we're so excited. We can't wait to hear it. I tell my my homeroom teacher, it's neither here nor there with her. I tell my favorite teacher at that time, and even she was surprised, because she's like, oh my gosh, that's such a strong song to sing. But you know what? I've heard you just play around in the classroom, and I definitely believe that you are strong enough to sing it. So when I get home, again, no fear, no anxiety, right? When I get home, I tell my mom that I signed up to be in the talent show. First off, she laughed when I told her I had signed up to be in the talent show. So, right there, that was already a punch to my confidence. Not only did she laugh when I tell her I'm going to be in the talent show, when I told her what song I was going to sing in the talent show, she gives this full, hearty laugh from the bottom of her stomach. And you talking about, like I said, I was in the fourth or fifth grade. Anyhow, that moment became a very, very pivotal moment for me, to where she crushed whatever confidence I had in me at that point. She crushed it. And I was so hurt and I was so disappointed. I never shared that with her, but it has, and I'm over 40, it has stuck with me for this long. So come the day of the talent show, I get up there to sing the song. I am doing outstanding singing this song until I get to the greatest love. When I get to that part, I freeze. I freeze because right before it was time for me to crescendo into that note, only thing I could do was hear my mom cracking up laughing in my ear. Like, I could see the image of her laughing, holding her belly, like giving this full body guttural laugh. And it just crushed me, and it has crushed me since. So I grew up as an adult not sharing fears or anxiety that I had, with someone projecting their fear onto me. Um, and I say all of that to say that is one of many reasons that I move in silence. I confront my fear and anxieties head on now, but I move in silence. You should move in silence. You should continue to move into silence, and to hell with anybody who thinks different. Okay, my name is Riri. Thank y'all for joining me today, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye, y'all.